I'm Ray Oglethorpe. I'm chairman of the board of the Learning Alliance in Indian River County, Florida, and past president of America Online. You know, education has meant the world to me. If you're looking for somebody to be the poster boy of education, I'm it, because it truly transformed my life. I was born in a small coal mining town in southwestern Pennsylvania. I was fortunate enough to have teachers at that time who took an interest in me and inspired me and opened up a world of possibilities to me and strove to make me do better. If it hadn't been for them and education, I'd probably still be in that same small coal mining town. So when I became more successful and finally had a chance to give back, I decided to devote my time and talent to improving education. When two mothers came to me about 12 years ago to start up a school to help their struggling kids in school, I joined them on a journey that eventually led to the founding of the Learning Alliance. As we did our initial research, 3 facts jumped out that still drive us at the Learning Alliance and our school district and me today. The first fact is in kindergarten through the 3rd grade, you learn to read. Thereafter, you read to learn. If you can't read, you can't learn, and you can't earn. The second fact is that 65% of our 4th graders, according to the National Assessment of Education Progress, cannot read proficiently. 65%. And that figure has hardly changed in the last 25 years. It's amazing how many people can't read proficiently. And finally, the big clincher is if you can't read by the end of the 3rd grade, you have only a 1 in 6 or 1 in 4 chance of ever catching up. It's an absolute national shame that we allow so many young people fail at such an early start in their lives. Kids that can't read proficiently have 4 times the odds of dropping out of high school, 4 times the odds of dropping out of high school. But it's also just not societal cost, it's also the economic cost of poor productivity by not being able to read proficiently. It's estimated $270 billion a year are costing the United States in lost productivity due to poor reading skills. And finally, it's also national security issues. 2 big reasons why children or kids are being turned down by the military is 1, obesity, and 2, is they can't read proficiently. The good news is that we know what to do. We have a roadmap that's been outlined by the Reading League in their booklet. This is a good roadmap of what to do. So there's no more excuses. We know what to do. We need to get our politicians, we need to get our citizens, we need to get our educators, we need to get our teachers, we need to get all our citizens striving to make sure that we hit this goal of getting our kids to read by the end of the 3rd grade. Now that's easy to say, but unfortunately most of the time we talk about doing this, but we don't provide the funds to allow educators to do this. We in the Learning Alliance took a very unique approach of establishing a social venture fund where we ran it just like a venture startup, which I was familiar with in my business career. We got investors to kick in money so that would allow us to go to the school district and plan out a 3-year horizon with them on what we would do as far as funding and what they would try to do in return. If we hit those milestones, we would continue to have funding. So as a result, we were able to go to the school system and make it risk-free. We asked them to start out bringing in some educators, 35 of them, and if that worked, we would fund more. They liked it, and the thing grew eventually to be now in all 13 elementary schools here, 3,500 school children each day, 250 teachers we train. Summer after school programs are also in the thing. So all this has been funded by venture capital. So we need to get in the game with them. And that also doesn't just mean our time, but also our money. For me, this has been an unbelievably exciting journey. I've started up 2 companies in my life, and this has to rank right up there with those companies. The thing is that you can't believe the joy that will come from going into the school system and seeing kids from all different diverse backgrounds learn to read. to see the world open up to them just like it opened up to me. It is incredibly gratifying to know that you are making a difference, that this money that you're raising and putting into the school systems is truly transforming their lives just like it transformed my lives. The satisfaction that you'll get from doing this is immeasurable, because you can walk into any school system, walk into a classroom, see the coaches, the trainers, whatever it is, and know that you are changing this world.